Hello and welcome to Monon Park here for Cranberry League playoff baseball. Mike Walsh bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as it'll be Hawk Valley versus Braintree. Here as we begin the top half of the first inning, and the pitch is going to be a little bit low from the left-hander Konevsky. Braintree starter Konevsky facing off against the left fielder Ambrosino for the Hawk Valley Panthers. And very quickly down now, 2-0 in the count. Both sides obviously winning to get to this point. Rain was a factor in the last game, had to be pushed back. That's this one right there for a strike. 2-1 now the count. Here at Boston College High School, the site of this game. Braintree was supposed to be the home team, but playing here with the turf fields in case of rain. This one flat down the line and a fair ball off the bat of Ambrosino as he digs for second, and he will begin the game with a double. Sliding in there in front of the tag. So leadoff double here to begin the contest. Braintree is the home team, the higher seed.
Come on, doggy! Go, doggy!
So good start for the visitors, the Hawk Valley Panthers. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike.
Go, doggy! Hey, doggy!
Long wait in between pitches as this one is lifted up towards left field. Hit pretty well. Continuing back, and a great catch made out there in the outfield as Katie able to make the play, and then the play at second, a double play. A phenomenal play out there in left, and a great throw back towards the infield, and the runner is doubled off on the bases. So what was a promising start here in the first inning turns very quickly in Braintree's favor. That ball was hit hard by Douglas, but he is going to hit into a double play here after Ambrosino got caught in between second and third. He was almost certain that ball was going to drop, and at that point you might as well wait before you decide to get too far, because you're going to score anyway if that ball hits the wall. But Braintree with a big break here in the first inning. As this one lifted out of play. Actually, it might have a chance on foul ground, but there will be no play made. So Konevsky, who gave a leadoff double, is able to get the double play, and now trying for that third out. Lefty ready, winds, and this one is spoiled out of play. So two of the better teams in the Cranberry League going head-to-head here. Second round of the playoffs. The southpaw winds and fires. This one is hit hard out towards right field. That's going to drop down. So a couple of hits here in the inning, but just the runner now at first with two down. So the catcher Bork able to hit that one the other way. Bring up the first baseman Sylvester.
Go, Kyle!
First pitch in there for a strike. Up and away as the count evens now at 1-1. Runner at first, 2 down, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Hey, 1-7.
And the 2-strike pitch, he got him on strike 3. So able to battle back after giving up a couple of hits. Konecki gets the final out, and we are scoreless after half inning. Bottom half of the first inning, as it will be Katie to lead things off. And the pitch is a little bit high. So a great catch made by Katie in left field that really changed the start of this game. Able to double off the base runner. Last time he was here, he hit a walk-off home run to left field. So he's had some pretty important moments here during the last couple weeks. As this one's lifted up and out of play. Right-handed pitcher Appleby starting. And this one on the ground over to the right side. It'll be the second baseman to make the play. And this one down. That'll transition into the defense for Hawk Valley. In the outfield, it'll be Ambrosino in left field, Nally in center, and Elliott in right field. Across the diamond, Velsis at third, Haba at short, Barry at second, and Sylvester at first, with for catching the starter Appleby. That's one on the right side again. 2 ground balls and 2 quick outs as Plant retired. It'll bring up fair. First 2 have been retired. Raindrops coming down a little. And the pitch is knocked out of play. Pitch is a little bit high. Close pitch. So Braintree allowing 2 hits in the top half, but no runs. And the first 2 have been retired on the Braintree side. This one hit sharply over to shortstop. Long-ranging play. The throw is going to be off the mark and it cannot be dug out. So Braintree's first base runner will reach. Probably go as an infield hit. Could really give it either way. It's probably one that could have been made, but generous scoring will give a single to fair. Bring up Foley now, getting the start at first base. And going after the first pitch, knocks it foul to third. Off-speed pitch and not getting the call again from the home plate umpire. This one knocked foul as the runner was on the move. Two strikes now on the hitter. White Sox looking for another base runner. Runner takes off and going towards second. Finds his way there. Hawk Valley looking for the strike call. Umpire having a small strike zone, at least on their end, what they consider. Pitch to Foley this time is going to miss off. So a full count now. Three-two pitch is high and he walks him.
You're fine, Ian.
So now two aboard with two down. Bringing up the shortstop, Rapoli. Rookie of the year this year in the Cranberry League. Pitch is high. Ready, and that's a strike. Two and one the count. The Braintree shortstop for Poley. And another strike pounded in. Speed, and this one lifted up in the air and foul ground. It's the catcher looking to make a play and does make the catch, spinning the glove, making the basket catch, and that ends the inning for the White Sox. Leave a couple on here in the first as we are scoreless through one.
Go ahead.
Back here at Monin Park, top half of the second inning. It'll bring up the shortstop, Haba. 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Konecki back for another inning of work.
4-5.
Just missed inside. Pretty good spot, but again, not getting the call. Couple of hits back in the first inning, but good opportunity to have the leadoff man on. Going after that and knocks it foul. The Cranberry League playoffs, the double elimination format. Both teams won their first game. Now 1 versus 4, as this one is cut on and missed and down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts heading back to last inning. So 2 Ks for Konecki. got the first out now. The top half of the second. Fastball misses high. Down at the knees, not getting the call again.
Hey, 4. All right.
Sitting in the driver's seat now, and this one rolled over to the right side. As Foley will take it himself and steps on the bag for the second out of the inning.
On 3. Go, Scotty. Hey, Scotty.
So the first two have been retired. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning now. And this one lifted pretty well out towards center, but right at Plant, who makes the catch, and they go quickly this time. 1-2-3 here in the top half of the second, and we remain scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second. First pitch here in the bottom half of the second, and this one lifted up, and it'll be caught over at first base as Sorgi retired. So Branch are continuing to go after early pitches in the count against the starter Appleby. Pitch missing to Sharkey. As that one's in there for a strike. Lifted back and out of play. Off speed, and that one's low. Another pop-up. This one to second base. Back a few steps on the grass and makes the catch. So a pair of pop-ups, one to first, one to second. As it'll bring up the number 8 hitter in the order, Muir. Richie, second baseman. The White Sox trying to get something started now with 2 down. This one's lifted out of play. And another pop-up. First baseman making his way to foul ground and puts it away. And Sylvester with a couple putouts in the second inning. And as we head to the third, still 0-0. Top half of the third in a scoreless game, as it'll be 8-9-1 for the Panthers. Couple of hits back in the first, nothing in the second, and this one up in the air. Third baseman Fair coming over, and he makes the put up. Didn't have a chance to go with the Braintree defense earlier, so have a chance to give it now is Katie in left field with Plant in center, and the right fielder Allen across from third to first. Bear at third, Rapoli at short, Muir at second, and Allen actually make that Foley at first base with the catcher Sorgi. For the starter Konecki, who started to settle in. It'll be the 9-hitter Nally. He's retired now 5 in a row. As that one cut on a miss. Another one knocked back and out of play. 2 strikeouts so far for Konecki through 2 1/3. Neither side has had a base runner since the first inning. And this one out towards right field, and that's going to drop down. Runner heading for second base, and he will get there with the slide. So 1 on and 1 down. Runner now at second. Brings up the top of the order for Ambrosino, who doubled to begin the game. Down the third baseline. And takes a strike. Pitch in there for a strike. Panthers with the runner in scoring position now at second. And this one hit hard and over to short. Long throw, and it's not going to get there in time. Able to beat that one out on an infield single. So second hit of the game now for Ambrosino. So a great spot here for the Panthers to take the lead. Been plenty of base runners for the Panthers. They had 3 back in the first, but the costly double play changed things, but they got 2 more on here in the third. As the pitch is down and away. For Douglas, who hit the ball hard out towards left field, but again, a great catch in left, and a strong throw back to the infield, able to double off the runner. Konecki winds and fires, and again low. Rolled foul. Catcher standing on deck. Two on with 1 out here in the top half of the third. Still a scoreless game.
Come on, doggy. Go, doggy.
And a strike found in there. Good off-speed pitch, and that drops in there for strike 3. So that'll be the third strikeout of the outing. Able to get Douglas. Going to take something now from Bork, who singled back in the first inning.
Come on, Trey, let's go.
Pitch is a little bit high.
Come on, Trey. Hey, 6-6. Hey, 6-6-6. Hey, Trey.
2 on, now 2 down. And the pitch, as this one's knocked to the screen. Pitch is down and away. Big opportunity in this ball game, in a scoreless game. Here in the second round of the Cranberry League playoffs.
Hey, 6 kids. Come on, Trey. Good lead.
That one missed down and away.
Come on, Trey. Go, Trey. Come on, 6, let's go. Come on now.
We've seen just one walk in this game. And another strike. Count now is full. 2 on and 2 out here in the top half of the third. For the catcher, Bork. And the pitch. And this one lifted out towards right field and out of play. Again, the payoff pitch. And this one hit hard out towards center field. That's going to get down. As one run comes across, and then it's misplayed in center field. And here comes a second run as the runner digs for third. And he will get there on a costly error out in center field. So a single that turns into a triple after a 2-base error that allows 2 runs to score, and the visitors now have a 2-0 lead. No question the first run was going to score, but once that ball was mishandled in center, you knew another one was going to come across. So a 2-0 advantage for Hawk Valley, who strikes first. They've had plenty of base runners, as this one is down and in. Runner at third now with 2 out. And a pop-up, back and out of play. Pitch, and that one's also down. So Konecki missing low on a handful of pitches here in the inning. Looking for that third out. And the pitch is away. In danger of walking him. Big swing and a miss. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. So another couple of strikeouts in the inning, but 2 runs pushed across and the lead for Hawk Valley. Bottom half of the third as Allen leads things off, 9-1-2. That one in there for a strike. The White Sox trailing by a couple runs as Allen hits this one hard and into center field. Base hit right up the middle. So it'll bring the top of the order up now for Katie. Grounded out the first time to second. This time grounds out to first, and the runner will get to second as Allen gets to second base on the ground out to first. One on and one down. The White Sox trying to get something started now. Down a couple runs. Offense has been quiet through the first couple innings. As Plant gets a hold of this one, hits it hard out towards right field. This one hit very hard, and it goes up and over the fence, the home run. Wow. Plant putting a charge into that one and clears the fence in right as the 2-run homer ties the score at 2. That one just making its way over the fence in right field. So after a leadoff single, Braintree gets a ground out and then the tying home run on the 2-run shot. Definitely tell that one was hit hard, and the question was, did that one clear the fence? And obviously the 2-run homer answers that question. We've seen at points this season where plays have actually costed the team hitting the ball by bouncing over the fence. Ground rule double instead of the home run. Thought that was going to be potentially the case again. By the center fielder Plant with the 2-run homer to tie the score at 2. As Fair takes the pitch away. Single this first time. Three and 1 the count to the Braintree third baseman. As this one's lifted out of play. Base is clear now with 1 out. And the pitch. And missed. And walks his second of the outing. Bring up Foley, who certainly can put the ball over the fence. First pitch strike, working the outside corner. Check on over at first. Runner taken off and able to steal now the second base. Sliding and carrying a little bit past the bag over there at second. Pitch to Foley, and that one upstairs. Foley walking his first time. Trying to work very carefully with them. Ready now in the 3-1 pitch, and does find the zone as the count now fills up. And the pitch, and this one hit hard out towards straightaway center field. Continuing back, and this one is gone to straightaway center off the bat of Foley, and a moonshot out there to center as Braintree with two-run homers here in the third, and they take a 4-2 lead as Foley has really enjoyed hitting at this park. It's not like he hasn't at most fields here this season, but hits the home run, and Braintree now with their first lead of the game. Now a meeting at the mound with the pitcher, who has been tagged for 4 runs here in this third inning. That was all after Hawk Valley struck for 2 in the top half of this inning to take the lead. So Allen with the leadoff single, ground out by Katie. Plant with the 2-run homer. Tied the score at 2 at the time. Walk to fair, and then Foley giving Braintree the lead for the first time with a 2-run homer to make it 4-2, which is where we stand. And Rapoli, who popped up to second, actually make it to the catcher his first time, as this one drops in for a strike. And strike 3 to Rapoli. Just the first strikeout for Appleby. Pitch in there for a strike to Sorgi, who popped up to first base his first time. And that one in there for a strike.
If you go to BKTV, Braintree, TV, and you can either look it up.
And that one missing off the plate.
TV or have like a video footage of the game app and then you post it. No, there's nothing live. It's not live.
That one in there for a strike.
So like tomorrow, the next day.
That one drops in front of the plate. Sorgi lifting it back and out of play. And a swing and a miss, and it turns out to be back-to-back Ks for Appleby, but he was tagged for 2 home runs, 2 two-run shots, and the White Sox for the first time leading 4-2 as we head to the 4th.
Go ahead, come on, 5.
Top half of the 4th, and the pitch is a strike.
Right there, kid. Hey, Fiver, notice off 5.
Off-speed pitch, just missed. 5, 6, and 7 in the inning for Hawk Valley, down 4-2. Another good spot, but again, this one missing. One knock foul. And the pitch. And this one lifted out towards center field as Plant makes the catch for the first out. Pitch in there for a strike.
Hey, 4.
And another strike.
Go, Brett. Come on, Brett. Come on, Brett. Go for it.
Konecki is ready and gets it by him. So the first two have been retired. And sells this down on strikes. Konecki now with 5 strikeouts through the first 3 2/3. And this one's knocked to the backstop for Elliott, who flew out to center field this first time. That one in there for a strike. This one sharply hit and by the first baseman Foley as it's misplayed out in the outfield. The runner takes second, now heading towards third base. Continuing all the way around. Here comes the play towards the plate, and there will be no throw, or at least it's very late and an inside the park home run, as that one was badly misplayed out there in right field. And a inside the park home run makes it 4-3. So slick conditions have really become evident here on the field, even with the turf field. There's been a couple of plays that you can tell the rain has factored into. So an inside the park home run makes it 4-3. Now seeing 3 home runs in the game. That was obviously the inside the park variety, as this one missed outside. Konecki ready, and this one lifted up on the infield, over in the direction of second, as Muir can't make the catch. Wow, what is going on here? So another gift base runner, as Barry finds his way on, and the White Sox with a couple of undisciplined defensive plays here. Surprising, which is it's a very good defensive team, but obviously back-to-back plays that you expect not to see something like that. He's got the inside the park home run on the ball to right field, and then Obviously the drop pop-up. So a chance here for Hawk Valley to tie this one up here in the fourth inning. Check on over at first. That one's down and away. And in there for a strike. Nally singled his first time, the number 9 hitter. Pretty high scoring game after we were scoreless to the first two. 6 runs in the third. We've seen 1 so far here in the fourth. 4-3 lead for Braintree, the home team. And the pitch is lifted back and foul ground. It's going to draw foul. This one's lifted back. And again in foul ground, it reaches the stands. Pitch from Koneski is rolled foul. And a pop-up. Again in foul ground. Again out of play.
Well, win now.
Yes, sir, bro. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Allie. Keep battle with Jack.
4-3 game. Pitch on the way, and again lifted out of play. So an inside the park home run, and a pop-up that was dropped over a second.
Come on, Jack.
And a big swing and a miss. So down on strikes, the 6th strikeout for Koneski. But his defense let him down in the innings, allowing an unearned run. It's 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Sharkey, and a swing and a miss. 7, 8, 9 in the Braintree order. The White Sox with a 1-run lead. Same pitch, and this time doesn't get the call. Same pitch again, and this time gets the call. Popped up to second base did Sharkey his first time. As the pitch is high. That one cut on and missed, and Sharkey down on strikes. It's actually 3 Ks in a row now for the starter, Appleby. This one lifted towards the outfield now, and the right fielder coming over, can't make the catch. Wow, we've seen both players, or both teams, drop one in the outfield. Imagine that there must be some issue with the lights. Maybe the lights are causing the players to lose sight of the ball, because it's really inexcusable situations at this level. This one smacked out of play by Allen. This one to the right side, and the second baseman knocking it down, but cannot make the play. And they're now going to be at the corners. That'll have to go down as an error this time.
First and third. Come on, Ian, here we go.
So runners at the corners now in a 4-3 game. White Sox have been aided by a couple of balls that have been misplayed here in the inning after a leadoff strikeout. Bringing up Katie, who has grounded out twice, once to second, once to first. So hitting it twice to the right side of the infield. Back over to first. Pitch a strike, throw down to second, and that's not going to be in time. So a pinch runner, stealing the bag. So second and third now. This one hit hard out towards right field. This one will be caught as the runner tags from third and will score. The throw to third gets away. Here comes the play to the plate, and the throw in time, and he is going to be out at the plate. So Braintree again with a untimely mistake trying to get home there, but they do get a run. And a couple errors helping out the case. 5-3 as we head to the fifth. top half of the fifth inning now.
Hey, Ambro.
5-3 the lead. At the top of the order now up, Ambrosino. He has a couple of hits in the game, a double and a single. That one cut on a miss.
Go, Tommy.
See if either pitcher can really start to settle in. Actually, Braintree has gone into the bullpen.
Tommy. Hey, Ted. Hey, Ambro.
Pineski's night done after the 4 innings.
Hey, Tommy.
And the payoff pitch rolled over the right side. Foley takes himself as Cahill now entering the game to pitch. Gets the first out.
No, doggy.
To bring up Douglas, who has hit into a double play and has struck out. He's had a tough day at the plate. 0 for 2. White Sox extending their lead to 2 runs in the bottom half of the 4th inning on the sac fly from Katie. So Konecki's night is done after 4 innings with 6 strikeouts, giving up 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. Neither side defensively has played well here tonight, as the off-speed pitch is hit hard out towards left field. Hit very well. Katie back, continuing back, and can't make the catch as Douglas now digging for second, and he will get there on a second hard hit ball in that direction of the game.
Job 9. Hey, Borky.
Brings up Bork, who has a couple of singles and a couple RBI. First pitch, going after it, and no contact.
Go, Trey. Hey, Sixer.
No one in there for a strike.
Battle now, battle.
This one lifted to right field, but foul.
Hey, Six. Go, Borky.
And another fly ball. This one to straightaway center field. Plant has it sized up, makes the catch, and fires it back towards third base. Keep the base runners put. So a big second out.
Go, 7.
Cahill now with 2 out in the inning here in the top of the 5th.
Kyle.
5-3 lead for the White Sox. Here in the second round of the playoffs. Again, it is double elimination format. One of these teams are going to lose, and then the next game will feature two undefeated teams. Braintree and Canton, the two top teams, certainly the two favorites. As this one is cut on and missed, and strike three. As Sylvester, for the third time in the ball game, ends the inning with a strikeout. So we head to the bottom half of the fifth inning. The White Sox leading 5-3. Two, three, four in the Braintree order here in the fifth. Plant, the two-run homer, tie the score at the time at 2. That's the pitch in there for a strike. Foul tipped. And a strikeout. So starting the inning with a strikeout. Braintree scoring 4 runs in the third. They scored once in the fourth. Hawk Valley with a couple runs in the third, 1 in the fourth. So offense really has picked up the last few innings. Nothing, though, for Hawk Valley in the top half of this inning. Braintree with their largest lead again at 2. They trailed 2-0, led 4-2. Now lead 5-3. As the pitch is high to Fair, who has reached twice. He singled and walked. All the damage really in this game has been done by the 2-3-4 hitters. A couple of 2-run homers from Plant in the 2 spot, Foley from the 4 spot, and then Fair obviously a couple times aboard. Sac fly from Katie, and now this one hit hard out to deep left field as Fair puts a charge into this one, and this one hits the fence out there as he digs for second. Another hard hit ball by Fair. So Fair with the double, his second hit of the game. He homered the last time the two teams played here at Monin Park here at BC High. Already seen 3 home runs in the game.
Rotate, Trey, rotate.
Off-speed pitch drops in there. Hard hit ball, middle of the infield and through into center off the bat of Foley, who's now driven in another run. As Fair will come around to score, and the third RBI of the game for Foley as he's on base for the third time. 2-run homer last time, an RBI single up the middle this time for Foley. Braintree extends to the largest lead now of the ball game at 6-3. This one lifted out of play. For 2 so far is Rapoli. This one lifted out towards straightaway center field. And the catch is made in center as Foley will retreat towards first. And it'll take something from Sorgi for the inning to continue here in the 5th inning. And this one again out towards right field and playable for the end of the inning. So the White Sox again strike for one on the RBI hit by Foley as we head to the sixth inning. The White Sox lead by 3, 6-3.
Go ahead.
Top half of the sixth, as we'll see 4, 5, actually make it 5, 6, and 7 in the order for Hawk Valley.
Go ahead, ball.
Big swing and a miss. Pitch upstairs to Haba.
Go, Fire.
0 for 2 so far in the game. Strikeout and a fly out to center. As Cahill gets a ground ball foul.
Go ahead.
Big swing and a miss. Strikeout to begin the inning. Cahill in now for a second inning of work. Leadoff man retired. Swinging out the first pitch with no contact. Third baseman Velsis. Grounded out and struck out. Cahill looking to close the door here. Probably going to go at least the 6th, maybe the 7th, as another strikeout. Back-to-back Ks now for Cahill here in the inning. 3 in a row, heading back to the 5th. The White Sox hoping for a 1-2-3 inning here in the inning, leading by their largest lead of 3. Down at the knees, doesn't get the call. So Elliott now, who had the inside the park home run last time, is also flied out to center. 2-0 now.
Go, Scotty.
Two and 1. Cahill trying to finish off the inning. Evens it now at 2-2. Trying to strike out the side here in the 6th. Pitch is low.
Hey, 1-3.
Rancher pitching has not walked anybody yet. And the pitch is knocked foul.
Hey, 1-3.
Again, the 3-2. And again, knocked out of play. So working hard in the at-bat, both the pitcher and the batter. Who's going to win the battle? Hawk Valley needs some base runners, down by 3 runs.
Hey, 1-3.
2 quick outs here in the 6th. Nobody on. And the pitch. And it's rolled over, right side. Foley will need some help. He'll get the underhanded feed there in time for Cahill, who covers the bag, and the top half of the sixth has ended. 1-2-3 they go, and a 6-3 lead for the White Sox heading to the bat. Left-handed reliever entering the game. An off-speed pitch, bouncing outside. 7, 8, 9 in the Braintree order. Sharkey leading things off. 0 for 2 so far. And the pitch is high. Braintree has scored in each of the last 3 innings. Trailed at 1.2-0 in this game before battling back with 2 two-run homers in the same inning that Hawk Valley took the lead in the third. 4-2 at the time. Hawk Valley getting 1 in the fourth to make it 4-3, but Braintree answers, making it 5-3, and then again adding an insurance run in the fifth, leading where we stand 6-3. It's been a pretty tight contest all the way through. And a swing and a miss by Sharkey, who fans for the second time. Pitch to Muir is in front of the plate. Muir reaching on a gift single last time. It's also popped up to first. This one is going to be sharply hit in towards the gap in center field, but center fielder able to track it down and cut it off. Nice throw into the second base bag. A base hit for Muir. Bring up the 9th spot. Big swing and a miss. Pitch upstairs. Checking over at first. And a throw not in time. So Craven, who pinch ran for Allen earlier, now getting his first at bat. Batting in the 9th spot. And again, a throw over to first, not in time. Lefty's ready. And that one is dropped by the catcher. May have been a strike, but did not catch it, and the umpire did not give him the call. Big swing and a miss, and Craven down on strike. So a pair of strikeouts in the inning. Top of the order now up for the 4th time as Katie will bat. Sacrifice fly last time. Checking over at first, and a pretty close play. Thrown over in that direction 3 times here in the inning. Muir obviously wants to go. To throw over again. Pair of ground outs and then that sac fly. 0 for 3, but the productive out the last time for Katie. Also made a great catch in left field back in the first inning. As the pitch is outside. One lifted out of play. One on, two down. Here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. 3-run game. And the fifth throw over of the inning. Hock Valley with a uphill battle to climb, but right now trying to keep it here at a 3-run game. Same story, same result. Continuing to throw to first, continuing to be safe there. And a walk. After all that, Braintree has now drawn 3 walks in this game.
Belly up now, belly up. Here we go.
Bring up Plant. And first pitch swing, a ground ball to second. Mishandled, and he will reach. So that'll certainly go with an error. As Braintree, with now the bases loaded here in the inning. So defensively, Hock Valley has not been good here in this game. They've now committed 3 errors. Braintree has had a couple of miscues himself. But an opportunity here to blow this one wide open with a good hitter at the plate. Fair has already reached 3 times. He's singled, doubled, and walked. Swing and a miss by Fair. Hock Valley, if they want any chance to come back, can't afford to give anything up here. Pitch is high. Fair sitting in the driver's seat. Good off-speed pitch. That's in there for a strike. Again going to the off-speed pitch, and again missing outside.
Finish now, finish. Good pitch.
This one sharply hits the third, and a nice backhanded play to take away extra bases, and that ends the inning. The White Sox leave them loaded. Big play here in the 6th inning, but we head to the 7th. The White Sox in front by 3. Eight, 9, and 1 for Hock Valley here in the 7th inning. The White Sox looking for the final outs of the ball game. Cahill continuing to pitch as this one's knocked out of play.
Come on. Come on, Bear.
Barry has singled and popped up to third base in this game as he went around at that pitch.
Jack it. Whoa. Got help. Come on, Bear. Yeah.
And this one on the ground over towards third base. Cut off, but the throw is inaccurate. And they will reach it first. Tough play there, but throw off the mark. This one's lifted up in foul ground. Long look for Sorgi. And And it gets out of play.
Okay. Okay. Okay, here. Hey, boy.
This is high.
Right. Let's go, Jack. Come on, Jack. Go now. Oh, Jeff.
Speed pitch. Wow, that just missed. Good spot again. This one sharply hit towards third. Over to second for one. Back to first. And still awaiting the call. And safe at first. That was a close play. So a runner now at first with one down. Top of the order now for Ambrosino. 2 hits in this game, a double and a single to go along with the ground out. As that one's high and tight. Now the pitch is low to Sorgi. Or Sorgi caught that one. That's that one in there for a strike.
Come on, Shorty.
You're leaving, bro.
Come on.
This time he does miss and he walks him.
Doggy! Doggy! Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought we were in the paint.
Meeting at the mound now as there's 2-1 here in the 7th. Tying run coming to the plate with Douglas standing in. He has doubled into the double play to deep left and has struck out looking. So a very important hitter at the time.
Go, doggy! Go, doggy! Come on, kid! Go, Niner! Good kid! Doggy! What?
Gale ready, and the pitch is going to be high.
Doggy! Give him again. Come on, doggy!
And this one hit hard out towards center field. Flint has a couple of beats on it and it makes the catch, and the runners will stay put at first and second. So big second out. And it'll take something from Bork to continue this game, who has a couple of hits, a couple of RBI. And he's going to need to get on base here to keep this game going. The White Sox look for the final out. Pitch away. And Cahill trying to work that outside corner, not getting the call. Certainly was low that time. Both sides have been unhappy with a couple of calls in this game. Pitch from Cahill is in there for a strike. This one lifted out of play. And a hard hit ball by Bork, and that's going to get down. But a run's going to come across. It's a 6-4 game. The throw down to third is not going to be in time. And Hock Valley continuing to battle here. So Bork, who's really been their best player in this game, has got 3 singles and now 3 RBI to make it a 6-4 game. The White Sox still need that one more out to end this game. Hock Valley, who's played hard in this game, frankly with some action going in their bullpen. So the lefty up and throwing. But Sylvester, who's batting now, is fanned 3 times. Certainly can say he's due, but I guess if you're Braintree, you're kind of happy that you get an opportunity to face a guy struggling with the bat in the game. And the pitch is down and away. Tying runs are on at first and third. 6-4 game here in the top of the 7th. And a hard hit fly ball towards left field. Playable out there for Sharkey, and he makes the catch to end the ball game. So the tying runs were on, but Hock Valley cannot score another run as Braintree holds on for the win here today on a well-played game. Game that was kind of misplayed by both sides in a couple of key moments, a couple of errors by both teams, and then the home runs really factored in as well. 3 home runs in this game, 2 by Braintree, 1 by Hock Valley, and 6-4 the final score. The 4-run inning in the third, the difference in this ball game for the White Sox, who win 6-4. Moving on in the winner's bracket as they continue on to face Canton in the next game. And we will conclude our coverage here of this ball game. Thank you for watching here today. On behalf of our camera person, David Eric, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.